Hello everyone and welcome to another episode where we'll be making a cozy Halloween pumpkin pie. We'll show you how to prepare the filling and baking. This pumpkin pie is a must-have during the fall season. The combination of pumpkin and spices like nutmeg, cardamom, and cinnamon will bring coziness to your day and bring you into harmony with the season. And the best part of all is that it's quick and simple to make. So let's get started. Here you can see a full summary of all the ingredients and tools that we'll be using to make this pie. First thing we're gonna do is to prepare the pie crust, and we need only 1 disc of pie dough for this, because it doesn't have a lattice top. So you can go back to how to prepare a flaky pie crust episode and follow the process to make the dough, then blind bake it before you prepare the filling. As we said before, preparing the filling for this pie is easy and fun to do. All we have to do is to mix the ingredients together, then warming them up before baking. So we'll start by adding the pumpkin puree into a pot, then the brown sugar, mix them a little bit, add only half a teaspoon of salt, then follow with the ground spices, half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground cardamom, and only 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground cloves. Now we mix everything together using a rubber spatula, which is the best choice for mixing the pumpkin puree. Now take the pot to the stove over a medium heat and mix it from time to time to avoid burning the bottom. Our aim here in this step is just to warm up the filling before baking. We're not going to cook anything on the stove. Now while it warms up, we mix the milk and table cream in a microwave-safe measuring cup and warm it up in the microwave for 1 minute. Next, in a large mixing bowl, we crack 1 whole egg and 3 egg yolks and mix them together using a large whisk. And now, once the cream and milk mixture has warmed up, we start drizzling little by little into the eggs while mixing. This is a very important step. If we skip it and add the mixture all at once, the liquids are not going to mix with the eggs very well and it's going to be a total mess. So it's better that we take the time and do it right. By now, the pumpkin puree mixture should be warmed up. You'll know when you can see some large bubbles starting to force themselves underneath the surface of the mixture. So now just give it a little mix to distribute the heat, and then add the milk and egg mixture to it. There's no need to add it slowly, just pour it all at once. Now we need to mix it very well to assure we have the right consistency. The whisk is great for mixing them together, while the wooden spatula works very well to move any stuck pumpkin puree around the bottom of the pot. Now once the mixture is consistent and has mixed very well, we turn the heat off and take it off the stove. Now bring the blind baked pie crust and pour the mixture slowly into it. Once it's filled, give it some wiggle so the filling distributes itself in the crust. You might still have an uneven surface like this one though, so using a rubber spatula, we smooth out the surface without much pressure, by just barely touching the surface with the tip of the spatula. Now our work is done here. We take it to the oven and bake at 350 Fahrenheit for an hour. After an hour, let it cool down inside for an hour. This is an important step to avoid a sudden change in temperature, which causes cracks on top that don't look so good when you serve it. Now you've made an amazing pumpkin pie. Well done! After we let it cool down inside the oven for 1 hour, we bring it outside to let it cool down even more, for about 30 to 40 minutes, before we cut a slice. Now that the wait is over, it's time to reward yourself with a nice slice of this pie. The best way to serve and enjoy this pie is with a large blob of whipping cream on top. And it just cannot go without a high-grade maple syrup that will take it to the next level of perfection. We also like to enjoy this pie with a pumpkin spice latte to live the full experience. And dear friend, that's how to make and enjoy the ultimate pumpkin pie. We hope you enjoy it and we wish you a happy fall and Halloween season.